right, happy Saturday. For me, it's, 8? Well, it's almost 9 o'clock. Man, this morning's just flown. I've been up since 5. I always get up early. I'm just winging it this morning. I don't know what all I'm going to say, but I do know the point that I want to make. And that is, let me get situated here. I thought I was, but there. I didn't have my chair adjusted, and so my butt was sliding off. Oh, all right. Let me just say, somebody left me a comment saying that you backtube Jeff was making all kinds of comments. Well, how he put it was, he's telling all kinds of lies about you. Well, that's par for the course. That's all he knows how to do is lie. So, and be honest with you, I didn't even look to see what he was saying because I really don't care. Because it's all stuff he's pulling out of his ass. None of it's true. And I've seen a lot of the things that he said about me, and he's just making shit up, people. Look, and here's the thing. I'm trying to be as diplomatic and trying to explain things as diplomatically as I can. And the thing is, a lot of you, and even a lot of my own subscribers, are like, no, you guys are acting like, it's like, you don't understand what's going on, people, if you're saying crap like that. You really don't. People don't, like I said, people react emotionally. They don't think things through. They don't really see things as they really are. And the thing is, this is not a personal feud between Jeff and I. It never has been. It never has been. You guys look at it as us going at each other, spatting, and that's just not the case. My whole objective, number one, Squirrel Girl was a friend of mine, and I was fully aware when she gave Jeff all that information about the towing company and all that. And I actually didn't trust Jeff, and I told her, I said, I think you're making a mistake working with him. But she's like, oh, no. Why? She ended up coming back to bite her in the ass. She didn't listen to me. A lot of you don't listen to me either. They come back to bite you in the ass. Because a lot of you come and told me, and said, I didn't listen to you, and I got my accounts hacked. So it's not a personal spat between Jeff and I. When this started, it started because he's a liar. And I knew that he was lying to try to scam people out of money. Because he put out that screw GoFundMe last year saying, let's hire a private investigator. And that's all it was supposed to be for. Every bit of those funds that were donated were supposed to go towards that private investigator. And out of all the thousands of dollars that were donated, only $700 was given to that private investigator agency. And that's just not right, because that wasn't the purpose of the screw GoFundMe. Well, Jeff had his purpose. He already knew it was going to be to scam people out of money. Same thing, shit he's trying to pull right now, again. So when I saw that, and when I saw him lie, saying that the private investigator had uncovered all the information that Squirrel Girl had given him, and I knew she was going to give it to him before she gave it. All right, so I was fully aware of what was going on, and I knew the information came from her because she told me everything that she was going to give him. And so then he comes on there and he says, yeah, my private investigator found this and found this and found this. And this is after she told me about Jeff taking her. She had made a call to the Prosser Irrigation District, or whatever it was the agency over there that handles the Prosser Reservoir. And she talked to them about something about the water levels or whatever. I never even listened to it, so I don't know exactly what it was about. I just know that she told me that Jeff had taken it, and everything that she did was free. She didn't charge for anything, just like I don't charge for anything. And Jeff had taken her video and had free video, like I said, and had stolen it and put it behind a paywall, saying it was an FBI agent who was calling them. See, and I don't understand you people, you dumbasses that keep thumbs downing my videos. You're complicit with the bullshit that Jeff is pulling. You're just as guilty and as much an asswipe and a piece of shit as he is. Because if you're approving of the bullshit that he's doing, if you're approving of him hacking people's accounts, if you're approving of him stealing people's money, then you're as much of an asshole as he is. You're as much of a scumbag as he is. So all you're doing when you're thumbs downing my videos is you're proving my point. So you want to thumbs down them? Go ahead. I really don't give a shit, but it proves what an asswipe you are. It proves how stupid you are. It proves how gullible you are. It proves what an imbecile you are. Because if you're following this guy, after all the evidence that I presented, you're an imbecile. You're an idiot. Or you're a criminal just like him. And that's anybody that has any common sense would agree with me. Have you ever heard of an accomplice? In criminal law, if somebody commits a robbery and all you did was drive them there and then drive them away, you're just as guilty as they are of robbery. And you're going down just like them as an accomplice. All right, so you're accomplices if you're backing this asshole. So anyway, that's what started the whole thing, was when I saw that he outright lied. He lied. Well, number one, he's a thief, stole Squirrel's video and put it behind a paywall. But yet after that, she still decided to work with him. And she told me that she'd given him $100. And how did he repay her? He hacked her phone, planted a bunch of malware on her phone, had a program on there to record our phone conversations. Well, actually, all her phone conversations. I wanted her to go after him criminally, but she wouldn't do it. I don't know why. But anyway, she found the files and played the recordings, and she discovered that they were recorded phone conversations that he had put a rat on her phone, which is a remote access Trojan, which allows the person to have as much control of your device as you do. I mean, this guy's a hacker. This guy's a total scumbag, people. Well, anyway, when that shit started happening, that pissed me off. And because here's the thing, if you're a friend of mine, if somebody messes with you, they mess with me. Because I am extremely loyal to my friends. I try to protect my friends. And somebody messes with you, they mess with me. So anyway, this guy lied about where he got the information. And of course, since I do have common sense, which a lot of you don't, since I do have common sense, I knew exactly why he was doing it. So nothing that he did after that surprised me. And I realized that the whole private investigator thing was a frickin' scam. And so people started donating. I tried to warn all you dumbasses. I mean, and there's a lot of my own subscribers that either didn't hear my warning or they neglected to follow my warnings, thinking that I was just crying wolf, which a lot of you do too. Yeah, what happened to them? I know at least 20 people that came back to me and said, I should have listened to you right after I donated to Jeff's channel or right after I clicked on his link to go to this video. All of a sudden, everything, all my stuff was hacked. That's too many coincidences, people, for it to be it comes to the point where you get 100 coincidences that cease to be coincidences. And so, Jeff is saying crap about me, telling lies about me. Excuse me. But it ought to be obvious to you why he's doing it. Because I'm telling the truth about him. Look, I'm computer savvy too. All right, I know a lot, and I know a lot of what he's doing. I know he's putting keyloggers because that's how he is getting people's passwords to their bank accounts, passwords to their PayPal accounts, and passwords to their social media, because he's hacked people's social media right afterward too. And really, the only way you could do that is if you put a keylogger on somebody's device and were able to record all their keystrokes, record all their passwords. And so basically, he had the passwords to everybody's accounts and was able to hack into it and steal money. And I know one gal that got a hold of me. He did it several times to her. So people, it's not a personal thing against Jeff. Okay, although I do think the guy's a scumbag. I didn't in the beginning. I thought he was okay. I mean, I wasn't hyped about his channel or anything. I didn't subscribe. But I thought he was okay until that incident happened where he lied about the information that Squirrel Girl gave him, saying he got it from a PI. At that particular point, I knew exactly what he was up to. And if you have any critical thinking skills or deductive reasoning skills at all, 2 + 2 = 4. Now, some of you, 2 + 2 = 498. Because you're too gullible or too stupid, whatever it is, to believe what I'm saying. The evidence is there, people. Go back and look. Go through those links, the videos that I put out yesterday. Go back and look through those and see. It's there. But a lot of you want to make him your hero, or some of you women are so freaking desperate that you value attention from any guy, regardless of what an asswipe he is. And there's a lot of, I've met a lot of women like that they seem to gravitate towards pricks, towards criminals. But I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get how people can be so stupid. Seriously. I do not get how people can be so stupid. To me, it's so freaking obvious what he's doing. And he's doing, and the audacity to do the same thing again. Oh, I have a new idea. Let's hire a private investigator. Yeah, he did that shit last year, like I said. People, if that doesn't tell you something right there. He got over $10,000 in donations for a private investigator last year. And he pocketed it. And then made up excuses what he had to do with the money for his fake-ass cat. Or whatever. He'll make up stuff. He'll lie. And this billboard thing, all that is, like I said in my video yesterday, it's not going to happen. It's just another scam to try to get money out of you guys. I wish the hell you guys had the freaking brains to put 2 and 2 together. It is so frustrating. It is. You have no idea how frustrating it is. I've never dealt well with stupidity. Stupid people give me the red ass. They really do. I can't deal with stupid people. Especially after they've been presented tons of evidence that what I'm saying is true. I just don't understand it. I don't understand you people. Are you really that frickin' stupid? Didn't your parents raise you? Did your parents raised you to be an imbecile? You know? And I know I'm being insultive, but hell, how can I not when I see such abject stupidity and gullibility? And like I said, if you can look at all this evidence and still follow him, then you're just as complicit as he is. It shows your character or lack thereof. So anyway, I don't know what Jeff's saying about me. I don't really care, because I've already seen a lot of the stuff he said about me, and it's all stuff he's pulled out of his ass. None of it factual. None of it. I haven't seen him say anything factual yet. It's all stuff he's made up, because he's trying to save his own ass. First video I ever saw of his, he made this statement: I want to quit my job and live off YouTube. And so everything that he has been doing has been geared toward that goal. Now, there's two ways of doing it. You can do it the honest way, and that is to make your channel interesting enough that you get thousands of followers to the point where you can actually make a living off of it. That takes some doing. But you can do it that way, or you can do it the criminalistic way, the scumbag way, and rip people off. Come up with some scheme, some scam. People, go look at his Twitter account. Jeffrey Noyes, Noyes, Jeffrey Noyes. Go look at his Twitter account. See all the scams he's got going on there. He's got one scam where he's selling malicious scripts. Okay, you'll see them. They've got the PHP extension. Those are malicious scripts that he sells to people so they can infect websites, so they can hack people's accounts. That's all that stuff is for. And you tell me that's a reputable guy? Seriously? You tell me he's a reputable guy that does shit like that? You are an absolute... I don't have the words to describe how much of an idiot you are if you can look at that and say this guy's a good guy. And you actually think he's trying to do something for Kylie Rodney. He's not. He didn't give a shit. What did he say about Kylie? He come on there, whining and belly aching and bitching, saying, you guys are expecting me to do this. And all that was doing was an excuse because he had no information to come out with Kylie Rodney Part 2. That's all that it was, and you know that. Deep down, you know that. That's the only reason he come out saying, he basically turned it around and took his responsibility and threw it back on you. Saying, well, you guys are wanting this, and you want this for free. Well, hell yeah. Jeff, if you really gave a shit about Kylie, you wouldn't be charging for any videos. Seriously. Why in the hell would you charge for a video if you're trying to find justice for Kylie? I mean, come on, people, think about it. Use your brain. He comes on there saying, so you want me to make a video for the girl, he didn't even say her name, the girl who died who we never met. That right there, if that doesn't tell you that he didn't give a shit about her, he doesn't care. The only thing he cares is dinero, moolah, money. That's the only thing that he cares about. Only thing. He doesn't care about Kylie. He doesn't care about justice for Kylie. All he's done is tell a bunch of lies and make shit up and steal the information that he did ever provide was from other people or that he stole from other websites, other creators. He never came up with anything original on his own. He doesn't have the only thing he knows how to do is scam. That's his only skill, and lie and make excuses. He doesn't know how to do any investigation. He doesn't know how to gather information, and he's too freaking lazy. I mean, the very fact he wanted to quit his job and live off YouTube tells you right there he's a lazy ass. And because he's a lazy ass, he didn't want to do any work to build up a channel the right way. So he has to resort to scams, deception, lies. And Jeff, you know that everything I'm saying about you is the truth. And that is why you're trying to disparage me, which I think is funny how you're trying to save your ass. Because that's what he's trying to do, people. That's all he's trying to do is save his ass and keep the money coming in. And he doesn't like me exposing him and telling the truth. Yes, the truth. The absolute, unadulterated truth. I've got stuff to back up what I say. All the bullshit, that lies that he says about me, he ain't got nothing to back it up because it all came out of his butt. It's all made up in his demented mind. You know, anyway, like I said, I hadn't even looked to see what he said about me because I already know it's just a bunch of BS. I know that for a fact because it has been the whole time. So, like I said yesterday, people, think about what I have to gain and what he has to gain. Really think about that. Use your critical thinking skills. Use your brain. Quit reacting emotionally with your decisions. Think about it. What have I to gain and what has he to gain? That ought to tell you right there who's telling the truth, honestly. Because I have nothing to gain. I'm not monetized. I don't charge for videos. I don't do super chats, and I never will. I've already said that. I've already said I will never put a video behind a paywall. I don't charge for anything. I don't gain financially from YouTube. So, and I'm not out to build a channel, never have been out to build a channel. I just get on here to do things that I enjoy doing. That's my whole motive. Okay, so what do I have to gain? Nada. Zero. Nothing. I have nothing to gain. Okay, what does Jeff have to gain? Right now, you're providing his income. He quit his job. So now the only income that he has is coming from his sheep. From gullible people who want to donate to this frickin' lying scammer. Now, I come on here and I expose the truth about him. You don't think he's going to be trying to save his own ass? Ha! That's all he's done the whole time. Everything he said about me has been in response to me telling the truth about him. You can go back. Like I said, I provided the video links yesterday where you can go back and watch videos that I did almost a year ago about him. So that's all he's doing. The stuff that he's saying about me, he's just trying to save his own ass. He's trying to save his income. He doesn't want to have to go back to work because he's freaking lazy. He was too lazy to ever do any investigative work on his own. He was too lazy to ever gather information on his own. It's easier to do. See, Leopard doesn't change his spots. And you can go back, look online and do research on him. He's been scamming for well over 10 years. He's had scams going. He's always got scams going. Constantly. And he has multiple scams going. And so he's handling this the same way. He only knows how to do one thing, and that is to scam. He doesn't know how to do things honestly. That can be seen by his track record. So if you guys want to keep on believing this guy and believing that he's a good guy, you either had a lobotomy you lost half your brain, or you're as much of a criminal as he is. I mean, break it down. So you really need to consider the type of guy that you're following. Seriously. The guy's a scumbag. The guy's a liar. The guy's a criminal. And he's been criminal for years. Yeah, what do I have to gain, and what does he have to gain? That's all you got to look at. Who's telling the truth? Well, look at motives. What's my motive? My motive is to try to keep you from getting ripped off. My motive is to keep you from wasting your money on a bunch of lies and a bunch of scams that are not going to do a thing for Kylie Rodney. Nothing. At least I've tried to do things for Kylie, and I haven't charged you for it. I haven't put any videos behind a paywall. I haven't started a website with a membership where I give you a badge. See, all of that is just a ploy, people. All of that is marketing tactics. Like I said yesterday, go to his videos and look at some of his first videos that he did. And it's all about scamming. It's all about scamming people on YouTube. Now, those of you that want to disparage me, I challenge you to go watch those. And you'll see that everything I'm saying is true. Everything. So you want to keep ignoring me, or you want to keep fighting against me or whatever, that just shows you're a moron. You're an idiot. Or you're a criminal. Or a combination thereof. So, like I said, I haven't even looked at what he's been saying about me. I don't care, because I already know it's just a bunch of bullshit that he's pulling out of his ass. And that's the way it's been the whole time. So, you people to think this is just a personal spat between Jeff and I, you're clueless. You really are. You don't understand what my motive is. If you can't see it, I don't understand why not. I know a lot of you, there's some of you that say about, if people want to listen to him, let them do it. I'm sorry, I can't just sit back and I can't sit on the sidelines and not get involved in the game. I've always been a player. I got to get in the game. I got to get involved. I can't just sit idly by and let people get ripped off. I can't do it. And especially the very fact that he's saying that this PI thing is a new idea shows me that he has a bunch of new subscribers that are not aware that he did the same shit last year. And so they need to be warned. And if you can't understand that, then whatever. You don't agree with me, then don't agree with me. Because you know me, I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to do what I feel is right, regardless of who likes it and who doesn't. Because that's just the way I've always been. Peer pressure, even when I was in school, peer pressure never bothered me. My parents raised me with the right mindset, with the right morals. And so I've always done what I felt was right, regardless of what everybody else was doing. Just like my mom said, if everybody jumped off the top of the Empire State Building, would you do it too? Yeah, if I was Superman. I could fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah. No, I don't follow the crowd and never have. And so people disagree with me. Didn't bother me. Now, if you attack me personally, I'm going to come at you. Because I'm competitive. I can't help it. But you want to disagree with me, that's fine. But you coming in my comments and making comments about that's not going to change anything. You're not going to change my mind. I am going to do what I think is right. And I think trying to save people from this scamming asshole is the right thing to do. And so I'm going to keep doing it. And there's a lot of people that are backing me. Not everybody is a sheep. Bah. All right. I've said my piece. So I just ask you to think logically and look at it realistically. Look at the evidence. Don't just make a decision off of an emotional reaction. Use your brain.